What's up, guys? It's Jay, Morning After Kill, and my voice is almost 100% completely restored. You can still hear a little bit of gruffness into it. My voice has always been a little bit rough, but it hasn't been this rough in a long time. So the allergies are almost gone, the pollen's almost gone. All the kids in the area have their cars dressed up for decoration for their graduation, and it's prom weekend, and that only means one thing in my town. Number one, skirt weather is back. Yes, ladies, go ahead and show it off, show those sexy legs. We're not going to get into that because I sound like a creepy old man, but no, right now we are going to be talking about summer, and I love summer, and the only thing that I do love about summer is the fact that there is no more snow in my area. It snows a lot, and you can't do shit. And one of my favorite things to do is like racing, go watch cars race cars myself, help people build cars, build my own cars, and I haven't gotten to do any of that since it's been really shitty weather, especially right after winter. It started raining here like a motherfucker, and now we're back into the dry weather, having a real good time, and I'm just getting over my, I guess you would call it like a hay fever, head cold, some shit. I'm pretty sure you've been following my last few videos. If you haven't, pause this video, go watch the last 3 videos, and listen to me sound like I just got done sucking a horse's dick, and my throat's pretty much fucked up. But yeah, I don't suck horse dick. I haven't sucked horse dick in my entire life, so don't go ahead and say, yo, Morning After Kill sucks horse dick, even though I know I'm gonna see a few comments now that says Morning After Kill sucks horse dick. You know what sucks horse dick? This right here, getting shot in the face after shooting this guy in the face 3 times with a fucking huntsman. That sucks horse dick. But yeah, I hate being sick. I really don't get sick very often. The allergies I wouldn't really consider sick, but since my head was all congested with the allergies, we're going to go ahead and call that sick. And it reminded me of a time when I was in high school when I was sick, and I ended up buying an N64 during the holidays, and I was sick when I went and purchased it. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you this little stupid story about it, because it is actually pretty funny. So anyway, I'm probably about 15 at this time. It's back in high school, and I was going to buy an N64 with my Christmas money that I had laying around, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get an N64, and every kid was like, yo, N64 at the time, holy shit, it's the newest graphics. It's 64-bit, man. Nobody knew what the fuck a bit was back then, but it was more, and everybody wanted more. More bits equal more power, right? Except sorry, Jaguar, but we're not gonna go into that. Getting off base here again, but anyway, yeah. So me and a few friends, we take the bus up to the mall, which is probably like a 9-mile trip by bus. It's not very bad. It costs like $1.50 to get up there. We didn't have a car. We're real young at this time, 15, 16. So yeah, we go all over the place throughout the mall. And as we go, like, I start to feel a little queasy in the mall. But I was good enough to walk through the mall and hang out and shit. So we're going through, and as we're going to each store and finding out the N64 is sold out everywhere, I start to get sicker and sicker as we go along. And I'm like, man, I need to get the fuck out of here. Real stupid shit like that. Speaking of stupid shit, we got a bear trap on the screen that I saw, but I ran into for no reason. But anyway, yeah. I don't know, man. It was just, I was getting real sick, and we finally found one at the last place we checked, and the last place we checked, of course, is Sears, because we went through, like, electronics boutique and shit, and of course, I'm with a few friends, so they want to check out games and shit that with their fucking, Christmas money and all that, so we're trying to get the hell out of there, but my friends are, kind of stalling. They're kind of trying to check out these games, so we finally get to Sears, and they finally have an N64, and I think it was like the year after the N64 came out or something, but, they had the purple console. That's like the only one that they had left, if I remember, and it was like clear purple, and I was like, oh, cool, because that's actually the one that I really wanted anyway. So, we go in there, and, the kid behind the counter at Sears, I say kid now, I was, like, younger than him. He was, like, 19, 20 years old, and he tried to take literal advantage of me when I was buying this goddamn N64. Like, he was trying to, like, lie to me and everything. Like, I already knew about the 64. All my friends had one, like, for a few months and shit. So, like, this guy's sitting here trying to say, like, oh, well, you need to buy the memory card, and then you need to buy the Rumble Pack, or they come separately. And at that time, I was just like, well, why can't I buy the Rumble Pack that has the memory card? card in it. He's like, oh, you don't want them, they don't work, but you know, I already knew a few friends that had them, they worked perfectly, 100% fine. So yeah, this little total scumbag of a person is sitting here trying to rip off like a 15-year-old kid so he can get more commission on these electronics that he's selling. And he's like, man, you're gonna really want the extended warranty on these. You know, Nintendo 64 has a huge reputation for you know, breaking and shit. And I mean, this is like 20 years later, and I still don't know one fucking person that has a broken N64. And I mean, I've seen some N64s go through some really terrible ordeals. They really get fucked up, and they don't really they don't break. So this guy, you know, 20 years later in hindsight, it's not really 20 years, it's more like 15. But anyway, 15 years later in hindsight, was a real scumbag trying to you know, sell me all this stupid shit. And I'm just trying to get out of there because I'm sick. And like, he's like, oh, this is the extended warranty plan. Let me explain this for you. Let me explain that you need, see these 4 controller ports? Now you have to have 4 controllers if you want to play multiplayer. And I'm like, you know, this guy's total scumbag. I'm sitting there, as he's talking, I'm literally getting sicker and sicker in the face. And I just look at him. And he hands me the N64 after I pay for it, and I'm like, dude, I just want to get the hell out of here. I want to go home. I don't feel good. Give me my 64 and let me go. And he starts ringing it up, and he hands it to me, and he puts the bag on the counter, and he puts it down, and he goes, you can carry this with your hands. Now, at this point, I literally fucking blew up, dude. I was sitting here for like 20 minutes trying to get this goddamn system purchased, and he hands me a bag and says, I can carry it with my hands. So I looked at him, I'm like, no, dude, fuck you. What am I gonna, you know, make it magically float by me, asshole? Like, I was a real, like, you know, aggressive kid. And he was like, there's no need to take it up with me. I'm like, well, I'm sitting here flushed in the face, sick, and I'm about to puke, and you're gonna tell me I can carry this with my hand after you're trying to rip me off? And the manager's over, he's like, calm down, sir, calm down. And then the whole world started spinning, and then I just did it right there. I let loose, and I puked the nastiest shit you'll ever see all over the counter at Sears. And I mean, it was on my shirt. I looked like I had, like, you know, beef stew all over my mouth. It was gross, but it was hilarious, and it's a great story that my friends love to tell time and time again. But I ran out of time. My name is Jay, more than After Kill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later.